season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving it forward just a few. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it in day one. Game.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. To the back. Runs through a tackle.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Moore to the air. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Benson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
This wide receiver is so dynamic. The bubble screen is a play every offense has in their back pocket now these days. You just want to find different ways for this guy to touch the football, whether it's jets, reverses, and bubble screens. He makes people look so silly out in space like he did right there.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Catch in the middle, inside. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Dances away. Gets rid of it. He's got the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around them. So a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
The Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. The give to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Just feeds the running back. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9.
man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Grabbed in the middle, it's up. Touchdown Sooners! The offense cashing it in on that drive. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Gresham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Looking deep. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Keep spinning the bean like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the 3rd 10,000-yard passer in Oregon history.
No doubt. And you know what Ducks fans love? They love points. They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are. That's what they want their teams to be every single week.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's open on the right. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there and let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
The Ducks will hustle to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball.
There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Snagged in the middle. It's Gibson. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Timing and better execution. That is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Coastal Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Moore to the air. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Bryant. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
And the Ducks are flying down the field. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed on the outside. It's low. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think 1st and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw?
He's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he makes the extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Wants to go up top. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Burks. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Makes the grab. It's up. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. 2nd down coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, how great is it to see the most athletic position on the field doing work, showing he could be a running back, showing he could be a wide receiver. I mean, what else can't a defensive lineman do? What an athlete.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Try to get it to the edge. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Mateer. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not-many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's up. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
I tell you, that's a gut punch, too, if you're on defense there, because you thought you had the sack. You thought you had the perfect play call. You blitz, you got a guy running clean at the quarterback, and just as you get there, he gets rid of it, finds a completion, and picks up a fresh set of downs.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. He's going for the big play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Bring in the heat. Wide open downfield. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Sooners!
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the run, it's Whittington. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Benson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Moore will throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab on the big throw. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Man, you kind of wondered, when were they going to cover this guy? He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on fourth down, still going. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as a result, the defense gets the INT.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Plows through the defense. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get two out to the 6.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on third. Makes the grab. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing a turnover.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They try to get it outside on the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Moore to the air. He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Decibels rise third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabs it inside the 10. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Burks. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the air, it's Mateer. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this game.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Wants to throw again. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side. Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Wide receiver going in motion. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they can't make the connection.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit it. in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Jacksonville State overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from home, these Gamecocks gotta be thrilled. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They go right back to it. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Trying to get behind the defense. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Grab near the marker, it's Lewis. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete to the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes a catch right in the middle of the danger zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Whittington. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
They could have tried to break the tie with a field goal attempt. Instead, they'll try to punch it in on 4th and goal here in the final period. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
And he added the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Mateer. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Got the quick pass.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Sategna. Out of bounds to stop the clock. Not enough for the 1st down, but he did pick up 9. He would love to have picked up the 1st down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Yeah, that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. To the air on 1st down. Looking left. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. What a show both of these teams put on.